Hello, everybody. Dan Cairns here in Hull, Tyler, Ontario. Needless to say, it's not bad out in temperature-wise out here in the Great White North of northeastern Ontario, Canada. Though I wanted to somehow, anytime I get on air, my nose gets itchy for some reason. Give you an update on what's happening here with my heating system project that I've been working on. I can feel a little bit of a draft coming from the back end of me here tonight. So tonight I've got my trusty jacket on to keep warm and blanket over my legs like it's been happening. I have some special thanks going out to some people that has helped me out in my way to get some piping in here for my wood stove that I'm going to be using for a backup system, apparently. Now, I have talked to you on a regular basis. I think this is my fourth video that I've done so far. Though, I've told society, trying to make keeps me going, ladies and gentlemen, is it doesn't matter how hard a time that my common-law wife and myself are having, there's always somebody out there 9 years old. Canadians shouldn't have to live like this. Okay? But this is our choice because we don't want to give up our house, being that we could never probably ever afford another one, and move into some apartment and pay rent if we don't have to. Now, someday that might come. Someday my health might deteriorate and we'll end up there. But right now, I would like to put some special thanks out there to Lori and Dave Bumstead from Midland, Ontario, for donating me $100 in this project of putting a wood stove into my house. Now, as I'm going to show you, as long as I don't screw up the video here, the best way I possibly can is to show you that with her donation, it got me 4 patio stones. I got the patio stones given to me here, ladies and gentlemen. And from Trevor's Concrete, which is just west of Shillington on the 101 highway. And they're on the right-hand side. It's a big red barn. And I was in there. I had the phone who stepped up to the plate to help me try and find some materials. Now, this is Monday night, and it's November the 28th, and the time is 8:33 p.m. And I thought, well, supper's over with. People will be able to see and what better, like they'll be able to see what in the heck I've been doing in my time. Now, like I said, I have a bad leg that limits me to what I can do. But like I said, there's if I can see it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you need any concrete supplies, I would ask you to go and see them if you're in the area in Timmins or surrounding area, North Bay, whatever. And their number is 705-363. They have those cement patio stones. I understand they're running about $23 a piece, give or take, plus tax, of course. Plus they're septic lines, and probably anything else that you might need, like a slab made for yourself or embutments or whatever. The detail of what, but what I could see from my eye, everything is made right on site there. And then you would have to go pick it up afterwards. But when Lori and Dave Bumstead give me $100, it was to go for gas and stuff, which I did. I went out, I put gas in my truck to go over to Shillington. Like an idiot, I missed a turn and had to come back to it, which was, if you're coming from Timmins, it'll be on your left-hand side before you get to the. And if you're coming from Matheson out and you hit the 101 heading towards Timmins, just as you pass the Shillington Road, it'll be on your right side. So anyhow, I've left there and I went to the corral, I guess they call it. It's a Mennonite farm that has a hardware store there. A gentleman, I think his name's George, I think. Hope I don't get it wrong. But he allowed me some credit, ladies and gentlemen. He did. He allowed me to go back this Wednesday, which I will be doing, to pay the man for this box of goodies. It is the wall support kit. Wall brackets, bands, what it says on the box. Stainless steel locking bands. Stovepipe adapter. The wall thimble that goes through your wall. The stainless steel tee. And the adjustable wall support. Now, that box, I told the man my story that I had in regards to what I'm dealing with here. And we got to talk and shop. Now, I'm a minister by rights. I do have all my ministry papers, which are around here somewhere I could show you, but that's not why I'm here. Doesn't make me any better of a person than you or me. Now, I'm one of those redneck ministers that call it like I see it, or within some circumstances you can't do that, but most circumstances I do. It's such a sexy thing. That's a song comes to my mind. Yes. But I believe in miracles. And ladies and gentlemen, I had a miracle happen just last week. I told you guys about social services. Ontario Housing Stability Fund didn't have any money. And I was denied of both of their programs. Now, somehow, I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed to God for a miracle. And I got one. I had talked to them about a stove, a furnace, a garage furnace. It's called the Big Heater. It's a 50,000 BTU and covers 2,695 square feet home. Now, this house here altogether is 1,499 square feet. Now, not only the miracle that all these people, I've had another, I told you the other night on the other video of the people from Old Tyler that brought me in 2 little heaters like this, and they plug in to your wall sockets. Now, they're amazing. They work absolutely 100% amazing little heaters. Like I said, they're not very big. But the cold weather isn't upon us. Like it's chilly out tonight. I just come in from outside here. But it's not bad in this house. It's not bad at all here in this wall kit in and my chimney up, which I'm going to have to put a hole in my wall. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, where am I going to put this gas heater that's going to be installed very shortly? On the first, I'm going to be in Mathis, Ontario, at the Social Service Building for the Housing Stability Fund to meet with the manager to finish signing the last of the papers we get to try and keep us warm. But we still need a backup system in this house in case the hydro goes out. But this being on gas, it's going to be installed. And when we get it all in and hooked up, I'll be doing another video here and get my wood stove moved over, my 500-pound wood stove plus, give or take, moved over into these patio stones, which I'll probably have to do myself. My house is disarranged. I got to keep moving stuff because it's not that big of a home. But downstairs here, it's roughly, rounded all off, about 700 square feet, give or take. So this heater will do fine to keep us warm for this winter and hopefully winters beyond. Now, this program runs 10 years. It's a forgivable loan, which means that the more you live in the house for the length of time, probably by, I'm almost 60 years old now, and 10 years from now, well, that would almost make me 70 when this forgivable loan is all paid off. But they do put a lien on your place, so if you sell the place in the meantime, you have to pay the difference back in the loan, which is fine. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but I don't need a house inspection now. I don't need insurance at this point in time on this program. I only need it for one time right now. But I'm on the wood stove pipe here, and that's very expensive. I'd like to find a 7-inch pipe to a 6-inch pipe for inside the house. I also need a 6-inch pipe and 2 elbows yet. And then I have some friends that said they would help me put it up. Mind you, climbing a ladder might be a little tricky. If I fall off it, well, it won't be the fall that actually injures me. It'll be that sudden stop on the driveway out there, or the hood of my truck, or the roof of my truck, or maybe over the boards of my truck, which, if I'm okay, everybody will have a good laugh. We don't want that, do we? No, we don't want to see that, but it could happen. But when I go to put it up, if you hear from me that I'm going to stick it up and you want to come and help us, hey, by all means, please do so. If you have any piping or that you want to drop off, it's 723 Gleason Avenue in Holtyler here. It's can't miss my place. I'm at the corner of Gleason and Ross, and it's got tieback on the side of the house, white tieback halfway up the house. If you got any Silkirk 7-inch piping kicking around, it'd be nice. I need about 4 or 5 lengths anyhow of that, and it's running about with the cap and everything for it. I just have to get another couple pieces, another few pieces. But if you want to donate some money to me, to my cause on this project, you can at Diamond Dan 1963 DAN 1963 at gmail.com. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the help that I'm getting. You can do those donations if you want to through e-transfer only. But I wanted to say thank you very much to everybody on this. My project's not done. It's hard for me to get things moved around. It's one day at a time. Depends how I feel. I've had a little chest pain a couple of days here. But that's fine. Only the good die young, and I guess I'm not good because I haven't died yet. But I'm trying to keep a sense of humor up. And like I said, it doesn't matter how bad a day that we are having, or I'm having, or my wife's having, common-law wife's having. There's always somebody out there having a worse one than we are. So I'm not going to cry. It will be what it'll be. And I know that Ontario Works is going to be putting in this furnace. It will be before Christmas is when I'll get it. What a heck of a Christmas present to stay warm this winter. Thank God that the temperatures and that up here in northeastern Ontario are not bad yet. And the amount of snow is not bad either at this point in time. And the good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. I might get this in just in the nick of time, but there's a lot of people, and I count my lucky stars that there is miracles that happen. It never hurts to pray, ladies and gentlemen. I don't preach that much to anybody. I don't go out of my way to preach to people. Why? Because one, I'm not Jehovah's Witness, and I will not go door to door. But if you would like to talk about the Lord and the miracle, I've seen miracles in my life, and I've seen many miracles, and the good Lord's helped me out a few times, and this is a miracle that the Ontario Works Housing Stability Fund didn't have any money, and that's exactly what they told me. We don't have any money for anybody this year up in the north. How are people going to stay warm? How are people going to get through? We don't know. I've lived on the streets. I know what it's like. But there's a lot of people that haven't been through this, and it's very stressful. It causes mental stress, mental breakdowns. Where do you turn? Lots of tears. And a lot of breakups, too, because of it. But when it makes it a lot easier, and there's a lot of people out there like you that has a good heart that loves to help people out. So I know this for a fact, because I'm one of those people that will help you out. I shall return the favor someday. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week. But there'll be a time where I'll be going past and I'll see that you. I will stop to help. If I see a truck or a car on the side of the road, I will pull over and make sure everything's okay. This is just the way that I am. And they always say, one good deed deserves a return. Well, I don't look at the returns. I look at what I can do for you today, or what I can do for a single mother or single father. I pinch nickels and make the beavers poop on the other side because I was taught by my mother. A lot of people out there have. But this project that I'm working on is a major project. The piping's $200 a piece. That box that was sitting there that I showed you, this box again, okay, there's $600, ladies and gentlemen, sitting inside that box. Now, this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, believed in me enough to help me out. And by God, I'm going to pay him come Wednesday. I was overwhelmed. He says, well, you promised you'll bring it back. You come back and pay me for it. Take it now. I said, sir, bless you. Bless your family. Yes, I will. I'll make that promise. And when I make a promise, I generally keep my promise. You know, I don't like having things over my head. I don't like having bills over my head. I just got a call from Impact today. Guess what? They've lowered my my taxes here quite a bit. They have just put it in that my house is poor and poor as sheep. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? In one way, it's a good thing because last year I paid $39,000 on an assessment of this place, and this year I'm only going to be paying $18,900. They dropped it because I didn't have any heat in the house. And I talked to the manager today from Impact. Not too often you get to talk to that gentleman. But I told him about what the insurance company is doing around here. That'd be Allstate Insurance too. And that's coming up on another story of what is going to happen to them. But I have, that's another story that I'm dealing with. Now, when you try to make ends meet, and Canada, across Canada, it is falling apart. And we know why. With the price of everything going up, I ended up paying $8 out of the Matheson store, grocery store, last week for a bag of milk. A bag of milk, $8. I remember when we used to pay $5, $4, $4.97 for a bag, for a 4-liter bag. But I noticed that it's gone up to $8 and some odd cents. Might as well say $9 a bag in the north. Easy. Some places are more. Depends how far you go in up north. The way of living is just crazy. So that's why I sit back and go, wow, you're better off, Dan, than some people. But you're still in bad shape. Health-wise, with the knee. Stubborn. As you guys all see me bring in that 500-pound stove there by myself on my other videos. You can always come back and watch that. Just what do we do? Like, I'm not one for asking for help, but I've been told by friends and acquaintances, Dan, you have to get the word out. So I did. I find myself obligated to each and every one of you people out there that are watching my video with this. How the situation has got well, putting in a stove for a backup heating source isn't too bad. Just my wife won't be able to run it. I'll have to run it. We're getting in a 50,000 BTU heater, garage heater, that's going to hang from the ceiling. That'll do a better job than a big furnace stuck in a corner or a wall unit. Because it's going to give me that much more. Sure, I still got to get some bricks for it, for this wood stove. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it. The patio stones are leaned up against it with the box sitting on top. It's 1/4-inch plate steel. It's about 3 feet long, about 2 feet wide. And it'll keep heating in here. So there's that. And I have to get the proper piping for it. I can't just throw it together, throw it up, and keep it below the eaves. It's got to go above the roof, at least 1.5 feet. So I'm going to need another, I figure 5, maybe 6 bits of piping for it. Silk Kirk piping 7-inch. And I'll adapt down inside the house here from a 7-inch to a 6-inch pipe to hook onto the stove. I'll run that adapter inside here. It'll be all 7-inch from going out the wall to the roof with my cap. I have to do that soon. So if you're out there in Northern Ontario on the Matheson sites, on the Timmins sites, anywhere around the Cochrane area, whatever, and you have any silk work, please send me an email on it. I'm Dan Cairns on Facebook. You'll see my little fat picture sitting there. I'm not very big. I'm only 5'4", but my weight's around the 250-pound mark now. Getting fat. But if you got any silk Kirk sitting around piping 7-inch that you would love to donate to me, please send me or whatever, and I'll contact you. Or my email's up. Send me something on my emails, and I'll contact you back with this for the silk Kirk piping, and it's got to be 7-inch outside. Unless you got the adapt, really good too as well. I appreciate it. I'm sorry to take up all your time, ladies and gentlemen, on this, but I had to do a review of this. This is just wonderful. I class it as a miracle. I believe in you as well as you guys believe in me. And I'm going to let you go for now. And God bless you all out there. I really, really, really appreciate it. But I'll try and keep you posted. I'm sure you know I will. When the installation of this furnace goes in, I will get it on video as I can. Find people of AJ's Plumbing and Heating out of Erica Falls is getting it and all the stuff to install it, for it to be installed. Housing Stability Fund is paying for it all. It's $4,700 with everything inclusive on this. It's an early Christmas. It's a miracle. And I want to say thank you very much. And you all have a blessing of a day now. I'm Dan Cairns from Whole Tyler saying, until you next time, thank you very much, and God bless you all for helping me in this project. Bye for now. Later.